What's that?
If you had of African blood, then all of these things, these civil rights, you didn't have them basically. You were considered black. And so my great grandmother's father, he fell into this one top category. He had like red hair and blue eyes, and he was a white guy, you would think, anyone would think. But because of this somewhere in his lineage, there were black people. He was black. So my great grandmother was very racist against like dark black people. It's interesting.
She's very persistent.
Racist.
She is?
She was. She's no longer alive. She lived to be 100. Yeah.
What did she say about them?
She would tell us, my brother and I and my cousins, that we were black and ugly, and no one was going to care about us, and
How'd she
or
say this?
like us.
How would you put it?
She would say you are black and ugly, and I'm trying to think of the words she used, but those definitely. And there must have been a moral to this, although it escapes me at this point. I just remember that. And if anyone ever brought, like, I remember my cousin bringing a girlfriend by, and her meeting her, and when she left, she was like, "She's a nice girl, but she's so dark." Like, like Jesus, Grandma, chill out. We'd have to like keep her away from people. Not unlike you. It's like she's gonna offend these people. I would have to warn my friends, like, well, she was racist against everyone. It wasn't isolated.
Did you just find that?
Yeah.
What was her name? Lily.
Lily
See, I remember this.
Mosa. Although they said when she was born and named Lily that she was dark, and Lily was a name for a little white girl, so she should be named Lillian instead. So, as a compromise, I suppose she was Lily and Washington. And then Lily Mosa.
That's an interesting last name.
Mosa?
No, Washington. I mean, many black people back in the day were named Washington. I mean, you can see why, but there's probably a history behind that even.
I'm sure.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if this was something that, like, freed slaves, if they took their own names, if they had the right to take last names, it would be the names of the founding fathers or something like that.
Yeah. Interesting to think about.
But was Washington a founding father or just the first president?
That would count.
That would count,
Yeah.
you think? There was actually a meeting, a day, when they signed the Constitution with Madison. I don't know if some of them were there that were considered the founding fathers, like, well, John Adams.
Yeah.
Starting to stutter. Stutter. I don't think he was.
Cursed by Jay
Yeah.
until he gives you $2 back.
You know, I've already forgotten about that.
I haven't because it's funny.
It's so funny. Remind me again.
In a day.
Yeah, because I'm not going to forget about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be outraged. That was a very good idea that you had there. That he should credit me the entire meal. Yes, he should.
Richard Washington. Jesus.
George. What are you building there?
Whatever I can.
You know, when I get high, I get reminded of like how it was to be younger, to like forget about everything else
Yeah.
around you. You forget that you have a body. You don't feel anything. You don't think about that because you're not considering everything that's happening around you. It's just you are only concentrating on what's going on right there and then, and now you're talking, and I'm just concentrating upon that. I don't think about my shoes, my feet, or my ass, and that I'm sitting on a stone, and that it's hard, and you're just focused. What did Barbara say? Marijuana suspends the mind. Is that what she said? It suspends the mind. Huh. You say.
I do.
What else do you say?
I'll say. Gonya. Katsa. These things I shouldn't say.
No, 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 no. Son terribles palabras.
They're great. I love them. They just roll off the tongue.
I like the R words with R. They roll off my tongue like hurl, squalor, and squalor. To have that intonation, they are living in squalor. That's why I like that word, because there's blame just in the tone of it. Squalor, like you, no good. What are they? Freeloaders
Katsa.
of this world. You're all living here in squalor, squandering all your opportunities. Just throw them away. That's a quote that I found myself in all of a sudden. That's why I changed the tone of my voice. All your opportunities, you just throw them away. That's from a movie.
This is quite beautiful, you know? This.
Me talking.
No. This, whatever this is. Like. Is it moss? What is it?
Yeah. The green stuff.
The gray and also the green.
The green is called
Right.
mossa in Swedish.
Yeah, this is moss.
Moss. Kate. Moss.
I want to grow this. I think I should
I wonder what that's called.
take some and put it in this, like, terrarium I have.
It looks like it's it's like it's an inflammation of the tree.
It's a completely different organism.
Oh, but you know, every now and then I think that maybe they're just like me. The trees. Only I can't understand them. They can't understand me. And because if you look at it, trees are often very similar to the cardiovascular system of our bodies. The veins and the capillaries. I mean, and also how they look, the surface on the trees with the moss, these and wretched, crooked trees look much like the crooked arteries of old people.
Wretched crooked trees.
Wretched
I think
crooked.
these trees are beautiful.
Wretched. Yes. Which is close to my name. Wretched. 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 Rico. Don't fall.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Cause you're young and young people do that. They fall, hurt themselves.
I'm old enough not to hurt myself because I'm not so young that I'll get over it easily.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh. I've been climbing trees for a very long time. You know.
Well, I've been driving cars for a very long time, but I might hurt myself doing it.
No, no. I'm probably better at climbing trees than you are at driving cars.
I doubt it. I doubt that very much.
You would doubt it. You're very confident in your abilities, as am I.
Okay. I was thinking. Oh, what were you thinking? I was thinking that that Jason is just a climber, a tree climber, and there must be lots of tree climbers that are like world class. I'm not going to finish the story because it's just funny to me.
Are you a world-class driver?
That was what I was getting to.
I mean, if you are,
I mean,
let me know. That would be really cool to know.
that would be.
I would relax when riding with you.
That would be. But that was my automatical. I didn't even. I was like,
Automatical.
that's the automatical reasoning. I was thinking, and there has to be people who are world class at climbing trees, and Jason is obviously not the best in the world. So I doubt very much that he's better at driving than I am. Making the comparison, like the implicit comparison, that I would be the best in the world, which is so much like what they say about male drivers, that they all consider themselves to be the best drivers in the world. It's just
true. It's macho bullshit. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
such fucking bullshit. You're alright. Oh, look at that.
Macho bullshit.
Tulips. We got tulips growing.